my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in this video we are going to have a look at the ordinary product pilling while using the hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. Now, I'm a real user and this happens to me as well. And so I also wanted to include at first a little live demonstration where I'm going to use it on the back of my hands. And little disclaimer, I've just cleaned them, I've just washed them, so I'm good to go. And on one side, I'm going to start off with using 4 drops. Then I'm going to start off with padding. And then blending it into the skin. Now on the other side, I'm going to do the same with 1 drop. Using padding motions and then blending it into the skin. Now, while this is soaking into the skin and also drying, I'm also wanted to share a little picture which I took at the very beginning when I just started off with the ordinary products and the pilling happened. Some people do even call it flaking and other people call it snakeskin. Well, it definitely also looks like it. And at the very beginning, I thought that it would be my dry skin that would peel off and that it was the flaking from the skin. But later on, it turned out that it wasn't my skin, but it was a product. Now, while this has already soaked into the skin and also is pretty dry, I'm going to move on to the next product, which is applying the niacinamide. So I'm just going to repeat the application. I'm going to use the niacinamide, starting off with 4 drops on this hand. And then the same application, starting off with padding and then blending. Now I'm going to repeat the same on the other side with only 1 drop. And so while this is drying and also soaking into the skin, I also would like to share some reasons why the pilling, flaking or snakeskin can happen and also what you can do about it. Now, pilling often happens due to many reasons. For example, the amount of product being applied, as your skin can only absorb a certain amount of product and any excess will be left on top of the skin so that when you're applying the next product on top, it rubs it off. The total number of products being applied is also important to note. Now, how can you avoid it from happening again? Well, try to apply it on damp and dry skin, see what works the best for you. Then I also would recommend using only 1 to 3 drops for each product, as I've just demonstrated on the back of my hand using 4 drops, which might be too much, who knows, and also 1 drop on the other side. Then I also would recommend using padding application method as opposed to rubbing it into the skin. Because if you're going to pad it into the skin, your skin has already a bit of time to really absorb it into the skin, and then later on you can blend any excess. But if you are directly going to rub it all over the skin, it can't really absorb it and it starts already to have that pilling effect. And then also make sure that the product can fully soak into the skin, that your skin feels dry, not sticky or has a strange film over your skin, before moving on to the next one. Also remember that water formulations should be applied before oil formulations, and that you can use a maximum of 3 serums formulations in only 1 regimen. Now let's have a closer look at the back of my hand. Now that it has dried, you clearly can see that on the left side, my back of the hand is so shiny because the product couldn't really soak into the skin. And on the right side, it has soaked into the skin. Now the reason why it's shiny is because it still lays on top of the skin, and if you're going to rub over it, this is where the pilling happens, because you're basically just rubbing off any excess of the serum, and this is what you're ending up between your fingers and also on the back of the hand. Now, if you're going to do the same on the other side, where I've only used 1 drop, where it could really soak into the skin, the peeling doesn't appear, because there is nothing to peel off, because I've just used the right amount for the back of my hand and it just will end up with a clean surface. Now, I do hope that I could help you and also give you the understanding that it also depends on how much product you're going to use on your face. If it can't absorb it, it's going to layer on top of your skin, and this is what's causing the pilling effect, or snakeskin, whatever you want to call it. I had the issue myself. For me, I figured out that 2 drops of each serum is enough and is fine for my skin so that it can be fully absorbed. And since I've changed that, it doesn't happen anymore. And so I do hope that if you are now watching this video, please sit down, have a look at how much you're using of each product and try to play around and find the right balance, because it's possible to also find a solution for it. Now, this is also my real demonstration. You just saw it with your own eyes how it has happened, and I do hope that I could help you also with this video. Now, if you like this video, please also don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye!